Hey everyone, it's Rob the Backyard Gardener, and it's time to update you on my orange trees grown from seed. Hey everyone, it's Rob the Backyard Gardener here, and I know it's been a long time since I updated you on my orange trees that I started from seed on June 11th, 2017. Well, you'll recall that they struggled, and I ended up having to go with the second batch, and the second batch was sown on July 15th. So they hit the 8-month mark on March 15th. We're going to show you how they're doing and what I've done with them in order to get them ready to be acclimated to the outside. Let's take a look at some orange trees. All right, everyone, here's my orange trees that I started from seed. Actually, they're probably more like saplings right now, but I wanted to give you a good look at them. You can see that there are a lot of yellowing going on, and it's for two reasons. One, I've been inconsistent in the watering. It's so tough to keep up the watering with my full-time job and the kids and everything, but at the end of the day, they also are starving for real sunlight, and they've been kept indoors since birth, if you will. So I decided today it's time to bring them outside for this 8-month update. We have a couple of runts that I've just put in the ground because I have quite a few of these trees and I don't need all of them. So I put one of the runts on this side and one of the runts on that side. And what I've done with the rest of them is I've buried them in their pots, where the pots are actually buried about 2/3 of the way into the soil. This will do a couple of things for me. One, because they're outside, they'll be hooked up to my sprinkler line and my drip line, and they'll get enough water, so I don't have to worry about watering them anymore. Two, because the pots are buried, it'll keep them somewhat protected from the summer heat that we get. And technically, I probably need to get these in the bigger pots here in the next few months, but for now, we're gonna leave them in these pots because I'm not in any hurry to plant them or give them any more transplant shock that they're gonna get from being hardened off. I chose this side of the yard because it only gets, right now during this season, about 4 hours of direct sunlight, and then it's cool down here the most of the day. You can see it's 3 o'clock, and that sun's been far from being over here. Now, from sunrise at 7:30 all the way until about almost 11:30, 12, they will be in some indirect and some direct sunlight, but that's fine. They should be okay. Wanted to give an idea, the bigger ones are about 8 or 9 inches tall. The rest of them had issues with, like I said, watering and just overall nutrition from lack of real sunlight. So I'm hoping that putting them outside does the trick. This one's doing pretty good. He's got some new growth. He's still not very green. He's kind of an odd-shaped guy, but I'm going to let him do his thing for now. This one's a good-looking one as far as his shape's concerned. He's probably in need of some thinning out, but he looks pretty good. Anyway, they hit about 8 months. So what the plan is over the next couple of months is to leave them exactly in this setup here. If they respond well and grow well, then I'll probably end up getting them into bigger pots. And I'll again bury those pots in the soil as well, about 2/3, at least halfway, but probably 2/3 of the way down. If they don't do well, I'll pull them out from the yard and bring a few indoors to see how they do as a kind of as a test to see if they do better indoors or outdoors. But I'm telling you right now, they don't look like they're doing that great indoors. They look like they need some nourishment. They look like they need some better watering cycle, better watering routine, and they definitely need more sun. I'm not going to do any fertilizing right now because they just got brought outside. In a week, I probably will top them off with a little bit of nitrogen fertilizer, and we'll get a good start on these guys. For purposes, I'll put my hand next to them. So you can see, about 8 inches tall, and not looking too bad. You'll remember with citrus, it's really tricky. You got to have well-draining soil, and this stuff is full of perlite and sand, so that should be pretty well draining. I made sure that I dug pretty deep around them and deep below them and put in some loose packed sand and perlite. That way when the water gets through the top of the soil, it still drains all the way through. Anyway, we're supposed to keep the temperatures between 50 and 80 over the next several weeks. So I don't see any problem with heat right now, and I don't see any problem with any freezing. All right, guys, I wanted to give you an update on it. I know it's a short update. I know I'm not giving the best camera angles right now, but there's not much to look at. But I just wanted to get you updated. I know a lot of you are asking how they're doing. You can see they're doing okay. They just need a little TLC, and out here in the yard, what's better than having Mother Nature take care of them? Heck of a lot better than I can indoors. I do want to remind everyone now that I'm back into gardening and I'll be updating all my series. If you haven't already and you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. And in case you haven't done so, please tap the little bell icon so that you'll get updates when I update all my series throughout this year. Well, there you go, everyone. That's my orange trees from seed update. Again, I apologize for my delay in all my updates of all my series. I've got many more to update over the next week or so. Bear with me. I'll get you all caught up on all of them. I got my avocado tree update coming, my kiwis grown from seed update coming, my apples, my pears, and even the lemons. Oh, and I got a little surprise. I had created a series about growing plums from seed, and it failed. And I had experimented a few months ago after keeping several plum seeds in the fridge for several months, and I planted them. And it looks like we might have a little plum tree as well. So we'll get that series kicked back off. I'm just gonna piggyback it on the original video, and we'll keep it going from there. I hope you enjoyed the video update. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And as always, everyone, thanks for watching.